Sagittarius, welcome to Spirit Speaks Oracle readings. My name is Tessa and I'm so glad to have you here today. I hope you can join me for a cup of tea and for an oracle reading. This is going to be for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Rising for next week, which is April 28th through May 4th. Okay, yummy. Turkey tail tea for me today. How about you? I don't know. The very first oracle deck that I'm going to use today, Spirit called me to use the Chakra Wisdom cards. Okay, so these are just going to give you some recommendations on any particular chakra that needs a little bit of work, that may need some work in your life, that is. All right. We just had the new moon yesterday. I hope you guys remember to set some intentions, maybe make a vision board or lit a candle. I did. Okay. And the chakra that you need to focus on this week is the 6th chakra, the third eye chakra. Okay. And that talks about mindfulness. The third eye chakra. I almost pointed to my crown. I meant the third eye chakra. Mindfulness. The message around this card says, I am aware of my thoughts and I ask myself, are they uplifting and are they true? I do this because I know that my thoughts significantly affect my mental, emotional, and physical health, and because I know that my body believes everything that I believe. Absolutely. What stories are you saying to yourself? Okay, your thoughts matter. Okay, I'm not in control of all situations that come my way, nor am I in control with what others do and say. However, I do have free will as to how I respond. Absolutely. There's so many things in life that you can't control, but you can control how you respond, how you show up in that situation. Is it out of love? That's the main direction that Spirit wants you to take all things. Is this through love? Are you being authentic? I choose to respond to all situations from an enlightened position rather than just reacting. Perfect. Respond with an enlightened reaction rather than just reacting. That's hard for a lot of people to do. That's the ego versus your spiritual self. Okay, so Sagittarius, work on that third eye chakra. Something that I like to do is put an amethyst up to my third eye. I meditate, not always like this, but when I feel called to. I have amethyst, a lot of amethyst in my house. If you know anything about crystals, you might have already been aware that this is celestite here, in case you were wondering. And celestite helps you communicate directly with the angels, as well as amethyst. They all have the high vibration of the angelic realm. And this stone right here is septarian. Okay, this is really good for public speaking. And since I am talking to you, my global community of Sagittarius friends, I like to have that present as well, so that the messages come across better to you. But one way to open your third eye, if you haven't done so, or you need some inner wisdom, is to actually place an amethyst crystal on your head. However, I would only do it for a few minutes, especially if you've never done it before, because sometimes it can be a little overstimulating. I am not a doctor, so remember this. I'm not even a professional crystal healer. So always check into things before you jump right in. Make sure you speak with a licensed physician. If you start feeling the crystals strongly, some people can feel them right away. But anyway, that will go greatly with your third eye chakra. Spirit actually called me to use this Moonology oracle card card deck for you this time around. Moonology. Okay, the moon plays a significant part in our daily lives. The moon has been our guide, our beacon of light, so to speak, as well as the sun, since ancient times. And the phases of the moon, like I just mentioned, we had a new moon Sunday, which new moons are great for new beginnings and setting your intentions. Full moons are good for releasing. They're also more powerful normally. So if you really want to have your intentions manifest, that's a great time as well. And then there's the waning and waxing parts of the month. Waning is also good for releasing. Waxing is good for growing those intentions that you might have started on the new moon. But let's see what comes across for Sagittarius for April 28th through May 4th. Okay, it is a time for healing. I pulled the Balsamic Moon card. A time for healing. Perfect. Let me find that here in the book. Okay. A time for healing. Pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. It is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so that you're ready when the time comes. Attune to the moon. When one is healed, all are healed. There are some additional meanings. It says it's time to let go of the past. You are about to turn a corner. You may need some more time to heal. And you should think about how the situation would look if everyone were healed. Okay? It says the teaching. Patience is required at the time of the balsamic moon. It's a time for self-care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is just around the corner. No matter which point in the current moon cycle you have pulled this card, it's a reminder to go a little bit easy on yourself. The time to step into your creatrix power will come soon enough. Give yourself the time you need. Okay? So that's a beautiful thought. Give yourself the time you need. Okay, go easy on yourself. It's a time of healing. All right, it sure sounds like it. It's a time of healing. Your third eye, among other things. Okay, and then the last card deck I felt drawn to use for you, Sagittarius, is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Spirit animals come to us, or come to me all the time, and they always have the most wonderful messages to share. What spirit animal wants to come through for Sagittarius? Oh, the cat spirit. Ooh. Claim your independence. Okay? Claim your independence. The number 13 is here. That's an angel number I'm sure you might want to check out. This cat is pretty awesome. This cat has its own wings. Think about birds that can fly through the air. That's pretty independent. Cats themselves are notorious for being independent. So let's see what else Cat Spirit wants to tell you. It says, When cat spirit meows, she is calling you to claim your independence and allow for some space between you and others in your life. The only way you can grow in all your relationships now is to have a healthy sense of self-respect and self-worth. When you walk with dignity, knowing who you are, self-aware and willing to grow, trusting the value you bring, the world will mirror all of this back to you in kind. So be authentic. All that love that you put out there, it will be mirrored back to you. When you say no to codependency and enmeshment, live and let live, and practice taking risks as you wander into new territory for you, cat spirit rejoices. She's here to urge you to let your independent spirit roam free. There is a protection message around this. So cat spirit wants to let you know that this may be the time you are facing some unpredictable situations. Are you hesitant to take a risk? Too cautious to jump into something new because you fear you can't trust yourself? Cat spirit is saying, go for it, because you will land on your feet. Like all cats, they land on their feet. If nothing seems to be going according to plan, there is no reason to worry. Cat spirit loves to mix it up, and these seeming upsets will actually bring you some wondrous and unexpected opportunities. Oh, that's perfect. That's like when one door closes, another door opens kind of situation. Get ready to pounce, as you may be called to jump into something new at a moment's notice. At this time, your instincts are keen and your intuition is sharp. Remember, even a temporary failure can lead to a spectacular success, so embrace the adventure. You are sure-footed and can trust yourself. That's great. That's a wonderful message to hear from the cat spirit. Claim your independence, okay? This is a time for healing. And if you focus on your third eye, focus on those thoughts. Remember, be aware of your thoughts. What you're thinking, you manifest, okay? So make sure you're thinking about, on the most highest level, your passions in life, your intentions, what you want to see in the world. Make sure you give, so that you can also receive. To give from the heart always. And yeah, that's a great reading for you for the end of April going into May. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And stay tuned. I will have a reading for Sagittarius for the entire month of May before we get started on your weekly readings throughout. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.